supports unaccompanied migrant children, and the County Council is calling for the government to provide extra cash and support to ensure that that burden is spread more evenly across the country. More than 3,000 migrants have crossed the Channel in small boats already this year alone, including hundreds of under 18s. Piers Hopkirk reports.
Bound for the Kent coast, some of the 3,000 migrants who've now made it across the Channel this year. Among them, children, who Kent County Council has a duty to take into care.
Children.
Today, the council leader appealed for other authorities to step in and help shoulder the multi-million-pound cost.
The message is that we need to continue and accelerate the placing of young people around the country. We certainly need to address a number of key issues with government about this. If you have 60, 70, 80 young people coming into your care per month, that is something that no local authority, not even one on the size and scale of Kent County Council, will be able to cope with without feeling severe consequences.
Since the start of the year,
there's a
320
child.
asylum-seeking children have been taken into care in Kent. 100 have arrived in the last 6 weeks. In June alone, 85. With migrant crossings continuing in numbers and pressure building on detention centres and social services, calls for improvements to the so-called National Transfer Scheme, which seeks to share out the care of asylum-seeking children to other local authorities.
The transfer scheme failed in the past because central government didn't fund it properly, which meant that local authorities around the country felt that they couldn't care for these children properly. Like all children, they need to be funded properly. They're just like any other young people in care. If central government funds the scheme properly, that would speed things up massively and would be good for the young people and would be good for Kent County Council.
Held at a compound in Dover, this vast collection of seized migrant boats graphically illustrates the scale of the problem. With the cost of caring for asylum-seeking children in some years topping £2.5
I've never found
million
dead bodies on the beaches, have they? So they
Kent
all
says,
get out.
for others to help.
Well, Piers joins me in the studio now. And Piers, so there has been some money forthcoming. Will that be enough to make a difference?
Well, you're right. Last month, the Home Office did help out Kent with extra money that allows the cost of looking after asylum-seeking children this year to be, as they say, cost neutral.
not
Kent
children.
says that's a great move. We're really pleased with that, to step in the right direction. Nonetheless, the council leader, Roger Gough, has still written to the Home Office this week calling for yet more help. And one of the key things that he wants to see is a greater incentivisation for other local authorities to help. So more cash for them to help shoulder the burden and lift the burden from Kent.
Okay, Piers, thank you.